Hello guys and welcome to my channel STCR Gaming. In today's video, I'm going to tell you whether or not you should summon on the new weapon banner featuring the Everlasting Moonglow and the primordial Jade Cutter. Is it a great value banner or just another trap to make you waste primo gems? First, let's talk about the new 5-star weapon, the Everlasting Moonglow. This weapon of course was specifically designed for Kokomi and will without a doubt be the best in slot weapon for her. Because of this, of course, this weapon has an HP percentage main stat which is 49.6 and a medium base attack of 608 at level 90. It also provides some healing bonus, it increases normal attack damage by a percentage of max HP, and also lets you regenerate some energy with your normal attacks for 12 seconds after using Elemental Burst. As I previously said, it's obviously the best in slot weapon for Kokomi, but even for her, there are some alternatives like the craftable prototype Amber, which works really well. The only other character I can see using this weapon would be Barbara, but even for her, there is a 3-star weapon called the Trilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, which works really well and boosts your main DPS in the process. But of course, if you want to play DPS Barbara like a Chad, then it's an amazing option for that. Overall, I would only recommend this weapon if you are a huge Kokomi fan and you plan on maining her and on making her as strong as she can possibly be. Otherwise, this weapon is not worth it. Now, let's talk about the other 5-star on this banner, the primordial Jade Cutter. Now honestly, in my opinion, this is easily one of the best weapons in the game and one that will improve your account by a massive amount. I consider the Jade Cutter to be in the same category with the Staff of Homa because both these weapons are insane stat sticks. What this means is that they will provide an insane stat boost to any character you equip them with. So you can equip the Jade Cutter on any sword user in the game and they will become so much better. The main reason this weapon is so good is because of the massive 44.1 crit rate it provides. This by itself pretty much takes care of your crit rate and lets you focus exclusively on other stats like crit damage, energy recharge or attack percent, making building characters with insane stats very easy. It is not best in slot for every character, but it can be used on any character for insane results. Basically, if you have this weapon, your sword users are set. Now for the 4 stars. First we have the Stringless. Now this is easily one of the best bows in game and has some amazing synergy with characters like Venti, Fischl or even Sarah. It is mostly used on supports, and the reason it is so good is mainly because of the passive, which works similarly with weapons like the Catch or the Festering Desire. Basically, it increases the damage of your elemental skill and burst by a set amount, and it increases with refinements of course. That in combination with an elemental mastery main stat and having the highest base attack for a 4-star makes it a really good weapon. Then it's the Flute. Now this was a weapon that at the beginning of the game was actually pretty dang good, but as we headed into late game it became pretty irrelevant. It is a decent weapon and it is of course usable, but there are so many other alternatives which are not only free but also just better that I can't really recommend building this weapon or summoning for it. If you want an amazing attack percentage weapon, just use the new Amenoma Kageuchi, which is an Inazuma craftable weapon. Now the Dragon's Bane is a pretty good weapon. It has an elemental mastery main stat as well as a passive that makes you deal increased damage on enemies affected by Hydro or Pyro. So this weapon is best used on characters like Hu Tao or Zhang Ling in a Vaporize comp. With the right setup, this weapon can output some crazy damage and it becomes way better with refinements. So if you have these two characters and you like a good weapon for them, trying to get this weapon might be a pretty good idea. The last two weapons are the Favonius Greatsword and the Favonius Codex. Now both weapons share the same role, which is particle generation for your team. Both are good weapons, but are not really best in slot for anyone. Most characters that can use these weapons usually have better alternatives. That being said, they are not in any sense bad, and you can certainly use them and get some great value from them. Typically, the Favonius weapons are not best in slot for anyone, but you can rarely go wrong with using them on your supports. So overall, this banner looks pretty good and has some pretty high value built in. That being said, weapon banners are generally a huge lottery, so summoning for a specific weapon can be devastating for your primo gems. The Jade Cutter is an insane weapon, but I would strongly suggest you summon on this banner only if you are okay with getting any of the two featured 5 stars. The new epitomized path does make it easier to get the weapon you want, but you are only guaranteed that after 3 rotations, so you can still lose a lot of primos. If you do have some extra primo gems, and you don't plan on summoning on characters for a while, then you can try and throw a couple of multis and see what you get. Just don't get carried away. That being said, this was the video guys, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all good luck on your summons. Also, I previously made a should you summon video on the new Kokomi banner, where I talked about the insane value that banner has, as well as some predictions about the future 2.2 banners. I would really appreciate if you would check it out. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe as it helps this channel a lot, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.